Hey, this is Ben. This is the 68th stanza of The Art of Peace. And I'm taming my mind with the feeling of excitement for this stanza. The feeling in my body is one of a bit of a quickening, kind of like the way when you're driving real slow in a parking garage, the slightest tap on the accelerator really moves the vehicle forward, and because it's such a tight space, you really feel the force of what you're doing. Now, in that moment, I had to use language to describe what I was doing, and in that experience, the act of giving my experience language completely changes it. So as much as I am offering ideas and technique, the act of doing what I'm doing is diminishing what I'm offering. So there's a flaw built in. It's not, you cannot experience this from the perspective of objective, the perspective of the objective. There's not an objective. You can reach objectives by following the path, but if the path is the object, being on the path is the object, then you're missing it. It's really it's challenging to play with this reality, and it's part of the reason why techniques from around the world include things that are illogical, that don't make sense to the mind. What's the sound of one hand clapping? Huh? What's the sound of one hand clapping? It's impossible with one hand. A hand can't clap itself. Blah, 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 blah. What's the sound of one hand clapping? So, it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. And in reality, the sound of one hand clapping is silence. And that's the space that I am trying to articulate for you through idea and allow for you to experience through some of your senses or sensation. But ultimately, you don't want me at all. You don't want someone else telling you how to do the moment for you. How complicated of a sentence is that? And the value of this is that as you get into the experience of conflict, not just conflict with other, but conflict within yourself. As you get into conflict, can you interact with the conflict, blend with it, participate with it as it's doing what it's just going to do, which is change? The 68th stanza of The Art of Peace. If your heart is large enough to envelop your adversaries, you can see right through them and avoid their attacks. And once you envelop them, you will be able to guide them along the path indicated to you by heaven and earth. Guided along the path indicated to you by heaven and earth. So that's the point about the moment, the presence. If you're trying to get to presence as an objective, you're missing it. So being present in your own moment for yourself, independent of the objective, fully with a tamed mind, connected to the body, participating, you'll see the path. That's where you'll have the greatest access to choice. Inside that, inside your own personal emotions, is the opportunity for blending and enveloping and moving along, just like it is in the external world. So you're blending and enveloping with an attacker and moving it to wherever it's appropriate. In the training at the gym, it's the same with just a resistance, a weight. But inside your own self, it's the experience of whatever's going on, the experience of huge doubt, the experience of fear, the experience of desire, the experience of need, the experience of anxiety, of fear, of terror, of panic. This you can imagine as an attack if you want. It's helpful not to give it anything with any kind of connotation in either direction other than the experience of. And then once the experience comes in, if you can open to the experience as just experience, not a determinant, but as an experience as it is, and participate with that experience to its fullest measure without, the language we use in Armor Down is losing your edge. Part of that is identifying with doubt, worry, or fear. Allow the fear to exist as sensation, but don't identify with it. Watch it move through experience. Help it along its way with some of the things that we practice, especially breath, especially connecting to the feet, the pelvis, the core, the heart, the throat, the top of the head. Breathing. It's already moving through. You don't even have to worry about that. It's already moving through. It either has a potential to continue to move through, or get stuck in idea. And if it gets stuck in idea, our ideas are powerful enough to change our biology. So an idea isn't just an idea. So if you can envelop that, you just keep moving with it, flowing through it, changing with it. And that's what makes this practice so cool. Listen to this. This is stanza. Let's see, which one was it? Listen to this. This is stanza 14. Contemplate the workings of the world. Listen to the words of the wise and take all that is good as your own. With this as your base, open the door to truth. Do not overlook the truth that is right before you. Study how water flows in a valley stream smoothly and freely down the rocks, between the rocks. Also learn from holy books and wise people. Everything, even mountains, rivers, plants, and trees, should be your teacher. So, the path indicated to you by heaven and earth, that's that. So, you go from 68 all the way back to 14, and you see how it all pieces together. But it's powerful. I mean, essentially, life is there as an assist. Even conflict. Anyway. King, out.